You got these wrinkles, you got these wrinkles, you got those wrinkles. You slap some bangs, just like the curtains. You can't see shit. It's great.
Never talk about this.
I do want to say, disclaimer, that I think that women should do whatever they need to do to feel empowered. But I think that that's the pervasive message, is kind of this encouragement of, if you want to look beautiful, do all the things to be beautiful. And I get that. But what if you don't necessarily agree with the standard of beauty? And something that has very much impacted my definition of what beauty is sexual abuse and being sexually abused by my stepdad and even people that I've dated, which I will obviously go into more. But I think what that does to me, particularly as I get older and as I start to age, what really happens is you become more invisible. Men don't look at you the same way. They don't talk to you the same way. They don't acknowledge you the same way. And I think that scares a lot of women, especially those women that have fed off of being young, pretty, you name it, right? I am so ecstatic about becoming invisible. Like, I just want to melt away. It has been the most freeing thing to be seen for how I see myself. When people look at me, when they see me, when they talk to me, they're acknowledging more of my mind, my character, my strength, my resilience. Not my tits, my ass, my luscious lips, okay? Those are not the things that they are coming up to me for. And that has been so freeing to me. And I understand that's not the common experience, but I wish it was more common, because our worth is not in our sex as women. And I think spending all of our time trying to look younger and younger and younger, which for me harkens back to pedophilia, that women have to look so youthful, that there's not a single wrinkle, that they don't have a single pubic hair, that they need to look so prepubescent and so young, okay? It wigs me out. I am growing more and more and more and more into a woman, okay? I have my 11 lines, I got my wrinkles going, I got my gray little sprigs popping out, and I feel beautiful. If I'm asking myself, I feel more beautiful than I really ever have. I really, truly do. And then I feel pressure. You know, I feel pressure from the outside to look a certain way or do a certain thing, to dye my hair, to inject my skin, to like laser my cellulite, like all of these things, because that's where my worth is as a female. But what if it wasn't there? And what if the time spent worrying about all of these things, hair, nails, skin, ass, like what if all of that time was spent elsewhere? Like anywhere else, you know? All of that luxury of not having to just everything consuming my day-to-day being my physical appearance, that being my worth. What could I do? What could I accomplish if instead I like read or fueled my mind with meditation or like made a friend instead of just perseverating on how old I look? Because this is something else that I think is really important. If you're lucky enough, you're gonna look fucking old. Everybody ages, and it's so interesting to see people battling Mother Earth, gravity. Like, time will win. Like, you will get old. And I understand wanting to push it off, and you push it off, and you push it off, and you push it off. It's coming for you. So accept it how you will, when you will. Push it off as long as you can, but I feel like that also just makes it more painful. I think the sooner that I just accepted what was changing in my body, how my face was looking, my skin, my hair, everything, like the more at peace I could be and just kind of accepting myself, not always just trying to go up against what is happening. And again, I'm all for self-care. I like a good sandalwood facial oil, like moisturizing Manuka honey hand cream, I'm here for that. Like, totally, do it. It just feels like injecting poison into our skin and like cutting our bodies open and sucking them up and removing our ribs, and just feels like it's too far. It's too much. And this is my last thing. Trends change. I don't know if y'all remember, but like Pamela Anderson had those like skinny, 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 skinny eyebrows. And those, they never look good on my face, ever. Like, I looked horrific. I should try to find a picture of me when I was like 13. I crimped my hair and I like waxed my eyebrows, and it was not a good look. I still think it looks good on Pamela. Do you? Not me. Not a good look. Trends change. And I think we're going in this very extreme direction of like Kris Jenner and like her face like this. And I think that there's going to come a time in the near future when like aging will be in, and like your wrinkles are unique to you, and it's a strength and a pride to have aged and trust your body and trust yourself to just be what you are and who you are, and you're still going to have this face and those eyebrows, right? And that's embarrassing. Just like tattoos, like the style of tattoos change. So what was cool in the 80s for tattoos is different than what's cool in the 2000s for tattoos is different. You know what I mean? Like whatever you're doing, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to age well. I think eventually, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I think eventually technology is going to get so advanced that everyone can look like they're 20 all of the time. Like essentially just like little robot faces. And yeah, there'll be a calling back to just natural beauty. Just being who you are and somehow accepting that, especially as a female, in the ways that men don't have to. Their gray hair is cherished. Their wrinkles are distinguishing. It's different. But why? Like, why? Why do we allow it? Why do we feed into it? I don't want to do it anymore. So, this is me. No Botox, no fillers, no tummy tucks, no boob jobs. I'm not even dyeing my hair. It just seems like a lot of work. Also, gray's beautiful, I'll cross that bridge, I guess, when I get there. It kind of blends into my blonde, it's just my highlights. But I'm tired of spending all my time as a woman forced to look a certain way. Fuck that. I want to look like me. Whatever that is, whatever shape that takes. And I think that belief, that confidence, extends to other parts of my life, of being grounded. I think accepting my worth, being more than in my looks and in my aesthetic, has enriched my life, my strength, my confidence, my outlook, my perspective. Being okay with aging. Being okay with my body changing. Being okay with how my hair looks. Being okay with how my skin changes. Dare I say, finding some beauty in it. And also, my least favorite wrinkles are my 11 lines, because I think that they can make people look bad, the ones like right here, and they just make you look angry and mad all the time. My solution is just bangs. Like, I swear to you, like, I looked at Heidi Klum. Girl is genius. You got these wrinkles, you got these wrinkles, you got those wrinkles. You slap some bangs, just like the curtains. You can't see shit. It's great. Like, who needs Botox? In closing, you don't need Botox. Get some bangs.
Never talk about this. Never talk about, never talk about this. Ooh.